In this lesson, I am going to show you all how to mark and cut for a kid's A-line frock. So you can see a nice crepe fabric here, and look at the way I have folded this fabric. This is the selvage of the fabric, where the threads of the weaving are not coming out. This is the closely woven edge, which is called as the selvage, and this is the cut end of the fabric. Now, I've told many times that whenever you're placing the patterns, you have to look at this grain line symbol, and the grain line must be parallel to the selvage. Okay, so this is the selvage of the fabric, and the grain line will be placed parallel to the selvage. And also one more thing that you have to take care is the fabric print and the weave. Okay, so here it's a simple crepe fabric, and also it's a plain fabric. So actually you cannot make out which is the right side or the wrong side of the fabric here. But if you very closely observe the selvage, you can see some small holes that is created by tentering action on the fabric. Okay, so the tenters, they create holes like this, and if you just touch on these holes, you can sense roughness. Okay, so this is the wrong side of the fabric. And tentering, if you're not aware, it's a kind of finishing that is given to the fabric using a tentering equipment. So on this fabric, if you touch on the selvage, on the side where these holes seem softer, okay, so it means that this is the correct side of the fabric. And also you can see that the sheen is more on this side of the fabric. Now what you have to take care is that all the markings that you do will be on the wrong side of the fabric, and also you have to look at the size of the pattern. So especially if you're making baby garments, then you don't have to make a center fold like how I have made here. Center fold means the fabric is folded exactly in the center and the selvages are touching each other. So if you're making a baby garment, then you can make a partial fold like this, because the patterns are really small, but you have to take care that all the patterns run in this direction when you're cutting them out. Now for this pattern layout, I'll be making a lengthwise center fold. It means that you fold the fabric in the center with the correct sides of the fabric touching each other, and the selvages are touching each other. And now you can see the wrong side of the fabric, and you will place all the patterns on the wrong side of fabric. Here I have used a freshly bought material, so it's already nicely ironed. But if you're using a cotton fabric, then see to it that you steam press it and you remove all the creases. Now you have to plan your layout once you fold the material. So as you can see, I'm using kids wear patterns which are quite narrow, and the fabric doesn't have any printing issue. Printing issue means like one-way print, etc., where the print design could be either running only in upward direction, or they could be running only in downward direction, or fabrics like velvet, which are also treated like one-way fabrics. Okay, so in that case, you will place both the patterns in the same direction, like how you see here in this example. But if you want to save on material, and if you have a plain fabric like this, then you can keep the patterns upside down like this. So it all depends on the size of your patterns and the print design or the embroidery design or the weaving construction of your fabric.